Okay, so the first thing I'd like to do in this segment is review. We're going to review what an interval is. Okay, so what is an interval? Right, the distance between two notes. So if we went from C to E, the 1 to the 3, that would be a major third. What if I went C to A? Right, major 6. La, la. Sing that with me. La, la. Major 6. Next, I'd like to talk about whole steps and half steps. And as you see on the screen, there is a keyboard that has whole steps and half steps. A half step. If I started on C to D flat or C sharp, why don't we call it C sharp since we're going up? C to C sharp, that would be a half step. So you're going one note to the next available note up, that would be a half step. If I went from C to D, that would be a whole step, because a whole step is 2 half steps together. So we have C, C sharp, half step. C to D would be a whole step. D to E would be another whole step. Now E to F would be a half step. Okay? E to F. It's kind of tricky because there's no black note in between. E to F, half step. E to F sharp would be a whole step. Now it's very important that you understand the difference between whole steps and half steps, because that is how we're going to construct a major scale. Now a major scale is constructed like this. Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. One more time. Starts in C, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Now I could play that major scale starting at any pitch on the piano and use that same construction, and I would have a major scale. If I started on C sharp, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. You do major scale. If I started on an E, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. That's how a major scale is constructed. That's where we get C major scale from. Here's a good way to remember the major scale. It's if you sing it. Whole step, half step, whole step, half step. Again, whole step, half step, whole step, half step. 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 That'll help you to remember it. Songs always help me to remember things, so hopefully that helps.